Good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and we're back here for the morning call. It's Friday, starting a little late, so we'll keep it a little abbreviated for Friday, but we're back in business at this point in time. We know what happened yesterday. Big Ben spoke. The market liked what they heard, and obviously we're up tremendous, and it was really just a breakout after 5 days of basing. And that just seems to be the trend. We have 1 or 2 days, 3 or 4 days of basing, and then another follow-through day. We are getting a little overbought at this point in time, so it means I wouldn't put new buys on, but at the same time, if you've been in positions, maybe trim a little bit, obviously, just to be prudent. But I believe, I'll put the weekly spiders up there, and even the monthlies. We could still, tag the high end of the spiders, which is almost at 155 area, 157, but it's going to take some time. I'd like to see some back and fill in somewhere. I don't know if it's going to happen today. Next week sometime you probably see a little bit more basing. But stocks in droves are making new highs. I talked about Google the other day, and you can just see, Google 580 against its 21-day moving average. Held nicely, closed the day relatively unchanged. Yesterday was the day. Today it's right about new highs. Looks good, but at the same time, prudent to take trades along the way up. Apple, same thing, was a shakeout on the announcement, and it's now back to new highs. It looks like 700's in the cards. And it's just rotation, guys. I see a lot of people on Twitter. I hear a lot of people, who email me, IM me, and it's like, I can't believe this market's going up, or, we're due for a pullback. Yes, but the fact is the trend is your friend, and let the technicals tell you what's happening. Rotation, I think, will happen. 2-3 days up in a stock should rest, should digest. We saw it in Apple. We saw it in Google. They came back. They pulled back to the 200-day or 21-day. That's what you want to see. With that being the case, you don't just buy new highs blindly. You wait. Goldman Sachs. I basically have stopped trading it from 118, 119 because I really didn't believe in the idea. Yet it's at 121, 120, this morning, 121 and change. Resistance was 120. It just never really held there. Let the trend tell you what's happening. Do I think it's a little extended? I do. But at the same time, just because I'm not buying doesn't mean I'm necessarily throwing on a short here. Even though at this point in time, it could be an okay short for temporary, against some other good longs. That's the key. You got to keep moving your feet. Some oil, gold obviously had continuation on yesterday, and it looks good. It's now has had a decent move since August, and you're going to get some resistance around 172, 173 on the GLD. So make sure if you're still in it, make sure you have that as a level. And silver again keeps going up, and I just keep trimming it, my position as it goes higher. It's going to base a little bit at some point in time, and then at some point you will get a pullback also. But it's in a definitive trend, and you just got to respect those levels. Yesterday we also had some standouts in EOG, PXD. Some of these oil services, oil sectors still look good. We've been talking about them often. Lots of mid-cap stocks are also moving, that we have talked about. I know people keep talking about MCP, which I was involved with since 1170, and I've been talking about it. From my point of view, it gets above 1350. You're going to get lots of squeezing, and it's going to begin to fill the gap to probably around 1480, 15. Keep it on the radar, certainly. Volume is the key. But we're going to find a lot more of these stocks. That's the key. I think even as the market takes a little breather, which again, as you get overbought, you need to keep moving your feet a little bit and certainly take risk off. But different stocks keep moving. LVS, another one that really has just been out of play, woke up yesterday, up a little bit today. Looks like at some point it's going to probably grind to the 50. It's certainly broke a downtrend at this point in time, and I think at some point it's going to grind a little higher. So the key is, guys, stick with the trend. Understanding you got to take some risk off where we just came from, the move we just had, but what we've been doing, and I believe that into the election we're still going to go higher. Just a matter of waiting for opportunities on certainly specific stocks for buying opportunities versus just chasing these new highs, which are quite frankly I don't think in most cases you're going to get paid for. So today I will take some risk off. I think the S&Ps are fine. I don't see why you would throw, if I don't see why to be net short at this point in time. I just don't. It's been fighting the trend. It hasn't worked. You definitely can have some, as Scott likes to say, cute shorts, but at the same time, trend is your friend. I keep rotating and keep moving from sector to sector to find the best in breed, and that's what you do. Best in breed we know is still Apple, Amazon, Google, period. And I said yesterday, I think Priceline is going to wake up a little bit. It's now over its 200-day moving average. It's about 630, I think, this morning. I think there's a move to 650 or higher coming soon for that stock. So keep it on the radar. Good luck today. Be smart. Understand we did have a nice run this week, but it doesn't mean just because they're not great longs right now, I keep saying it, not necessarily great shorts either. You might need to just digest and let things happen and work your way accordingly. Good luck. I'll talk to you in the chat.
Hi, I'm Sean Hendelman of T3 Live, where we train, coach, and mentor traders in order to help you put your money to work with confidence. The T3 Live approach is a blueprint for you to recognize, adapt, and ultimately take advantage of different market conditions. To begin your training with T3 Live, we would like to offer you the opportunity to enroll in our free 30-day online home study course. Fill in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side.